Good morning. When I was a girl, there was a painting in our home, and I couldn't take my eyes off of it. The artist's name was Evan, and I knew that if I had a son one day, I would name him after him. My name is Danielys, and I'm here today to tell you about my son, Evan, and our journey with my daughter, Michaela, that we've been on for almost a year. When I was raising Evan, I wanted nothing more than to protect him. As years passed, the small, fragile life grew into an adventurous little boy, a patient and protective brother who loved his family, a strong young man who decided to follow in my footsteps to serve his country. He became a person as beautiful and as memorable as the work of art he was named after. With Evan's 18th birthday only 4 days after mine, we were planning to take a trip to Puerto Rico. It was just a trip for he and I, our last trip together before he went off to see the world. I had no idea that the hours and hours of planning this special milestone would be spent in the hospital, clinging to his hand and onto any hope that a miracle would happen. On September 18th, I was out to dinner with friends for my birthday when I got the call that Evan had been admitted to the hospital with a gunshot wound to the head. I could not make sense of what was occurring. He was home watching Michaela and getting rest before work the following morning. In just a few short hours, Evan made decisions that would alter our lives forever. The little boy that munched on Little Caesar's pizza at the Funland Drive Theater, the big brother that patiently let his sister put barrettes and ribbons in her hair, the young man who was looking forward to serving his country and building a life of his own, somehow took his own life and left me with decisions to face that no one should imagine. Evan had been examined for brain activity once and was scheduled for a second scan that would determine whether his care at St. Joseph's would continue. I frantically searched for an alternative. I was looking for a hospital that would take him and give us more time. In my frantic search, I dialed LifePath Hospice, and I heard the voice that would become a guiding light through the indescribable darkness reserved for parents that outlive a child. LifePath helped me put together the words to tell Michaela, only 9 years old, that she had to say goodbye to her big brother. They took handprints and fingerprints and helped me navigate the days that I was not sure I could bear. Evan was withdrawn from life support, and my priority shifted to supporting Michaela through a tragedy so overwhelming we couldn't talk about it out loud. She and I wrote in a journal that we passed back and forth when we couldn't speak. I knew she needed more. I called every agency I could think of. I wanted every resource possible to help my child who witnessed such a horrific event to find a way forward. Calls after calls after calls, and I only found one that answered, and that was LifePath Hospice. Again, they were the only ones with the programs that could help us. The Circle of Love provides one-on-one grief counseling so that she can talk about the things that she can't share with others. It gives her a safe place to talk with other children that know what it's like to miss someone that won't ever come back. The counselors share activities that let her express her feelings in ways that she can't articulate. Every other week, we meet in person and we work through the dark parts of our heart, the hard parts of our story. After attending Camp Circle of Love, just a few months ago, she wrote in our journal words that I was shocked to read, words that I'm still searching for myself. She wrote, "I think I'm ready to move on." I know she wouldn't have found these words on her own. Eventually, I began one-on-one counseling for myself, as well as attended adult Circle of Love meetings. I find relief when others share about how hard it is to focus at work and how sleep is close to impossible. I relate to other parents who share that they're not the same person after their loss, though family and friends still expect them to be. They guide me when I talk about my drive for my career is difficult to find, and that I need something different, a different purpose that will make Evan's short life meaningful and beautiful. It's still impossible to remember anything but pain when I think of my son. But I know he was so much more than his last days. Circle of Love is helping me find him again, to remember all of his life. This mission and what you do is invaluable. For children like Michaela, for mothers like me, I want to thank you for all you do. I want to thank you for answering the call that no one imagines they'll need to make. Thank you for allowing me to share my son's story and ensuring that it counts. Thank you.